Hello and welcome back to Always Off Brand. I am your co-host, Summer Jubileer, along with Scott Oshman.
Good morning, Summer Jubileer.
Good morning, good morning. And we've got Haley Brucker, Haley in the news.
Thank God.
Good morning. I'm so happy that we are here on a Friday together. I just feel like it's becoming more and more in between that we're all three here at the same time.
It is. It's getting
makes
tough.
me sad, but I love it. We're here.
We're here. We made it.
We
And
did.
we're guestless.
We are.
We don't need no stinking guests.
Well, you know, it's summertime. They need vacations too, Scott.
Is it summer yet? We had summer for a couple of days. We go in and out of summer. We go back to like early spring, then summer, then winter, then summer.
It looks like a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest.
It's actually mostly to partly shitty with a chance of shitty today, but it's going to get nice. Summer wants to chime in on the weather, but she's like frozen.
Yeah.
I'm not frozen. I was waiting for you to stop talking about the weather so we could move on.
Well, that's rare that you waited for me to stop talking. Why are you doing that?
I'm trying to be less interruptive.
Don't say it's so much fun to interrupt him, though. See, I just did it.
Yeah. Summer and I had lunch this week.
We did. It was so exciting. Scott did a pop-by.
What'd you bring her? What was on the menu?
I brought her the greatest fast food you can bring. Taco time.
Brought me fast food. And he's like, you owe me.
Did you eat it, Summer?
I didn't say you owe me.
Taco time's actually really good.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, zero complaint. And he brought me a Dr. Pepper, which I was like thrilled. But
and
he shows up
and Reese.
He shows up and he's like, I need help carrying stuff. Typical man.
Yeah,
he hands me a giant bag of food, 2 things of soda, and is like, can you carry this? I'm like, sure, no problem. I turn around, see him walking in. He's literally carrying a drink.
Well, I didn't know.
A single drink. And I have like my hands full. And I'm like, of course.
I didn't know I'd have to shoot a basketball and dunk on your.
Yeah, so my boys were outside playing hoops on the new basketball hoop we just got Chase for his birthday. And Scott decides to play and he almost breaks his ankle, falls into like the flower bed portion of the driveway.
Come on.
Don't break your ankle. Comes into my house and spreads dirt everywhere. And then as I see him spreading dirt, he's like, it's not me. It's not me. I didn't do it. And I was like, Scott Oshman, take your shoes off now. And he flips his shoe over and there's a big chunk of dirt. And he looks at me and goes, well, that's because of your driveway. And I was like, what?
I'm always in trouble. I'm always in trouble.
Turn around and blame me? What?
I was shocked. I was like, I couldn't possibly. I pride myself on clean shoes. The other thing is, I'm a premier athlete. I dunk that hard. I mean, come on.
Don't break your ankle.
No ankle breaking.
You did well.
I'm glad that the Ring camera caught all of that.
Oh, we have it all on video.
Yes.
There is
proof. And then Summer, of course, like, don't break your ankle.
Don't break your ankle. What you don't see in that video is that my kids wanted to keep playing with him, and I had to shout to them, like, no, he's my friend. Leave my friend alone. I'm going to hang out with my friend.
It was great. It was a beautiful day. We sat out on the deck. Oh my! We actually texted you, Haley. We should have FaceTimed Haley.
You should have FaceTimed me.
You could have been working. You're a hardworking woman.
You know, I do work, but I also have time for my friends.
You know what was amazing though? I've worked from home for almost 10 years now, and I don't take lunch breaks.
Yeah, so same.
I had this like almost guilt, and I was like, Summer, most people take a lunch break. Like, chill out. And it was just so lovely to sit with a friend and not by myself and have some lunch.
It was Chase hanging out. God bless. I love that kid. By the way, I want to come over and just shoot hoops with the boys. That'd make me happy.
You can come over if you teach them to put the toilet paper, to leave it alone. Keep it on the roll.
That's a whole nother conversation. You've got to get these boys straightened out.
You guys, every time they go to the bathroom, they take it off. What do you call it? The
holder?
The holder.
They take it off. So it ends up in the shower. It ends up on top of the garbage can. It ends up on the floor. And I'm like, boys, I am a woman. I have sensitive parts that I need to use that toilet paper for. I don't want it rolling around all over the floor and then going to my sensitive parts. Could you just leave it alone?
And then she's texting us every time the boys leave it in the shower or something. She's texting.
We get a picture.
Hey, boys, stop it.
You know what? Get a sticky note. Paper here. Like
No.
draw all these obnoxious arrows.
They would have to read. They're not going to read.
Oh, wait, are you guys, because I'm sure everyone's listening for Prime Day prep, but are you guys over or under people on the toilet paper?
Oh, over.
Over or under?
110% over.
Yeah, me too. I don't even understand the under people.
Talk to my
Also,
husband.
shut the freaking lid before you flush. That is like a huge pet peeve of mine.
Same, Haley.
You know,
Same.
every time you flush, little tiny particles fly up in the air and get all over the surfaces in your bathroom. And it is freaking disgusting.
I did have a very long conversation this weekend about bidets. And I just feel like I don't know where my life was before I had a bidet, but since getting one, it has changed my world. And you don't have to buy the toilet that's a bidet. You can just buy an attachment. And we got ours off Amazon, had an electrician come out and put an outlet in our bathroom because we have like the separate toilet. I love it. I feel like a whole new person.
The water's too cold.
Oh no, mine's warm. The
Oh.
seat warms it and the water gets warmed up.
Okay, so I'm just a peasant. I can't afford the one that heats up.
No, Haley, it's like
No,
$125.
It's
Oh,
like,
wait, what?
That's what I'm
yes.
saying. It's an attachment. It's not expensive.
But
I'll
mine's
send
the
you one.
attachment too. Send me the link.
I will. It's so lovely. But yes, a
Welcome.
cold one. I mean, because you can accidentally push the buttons where it turns it like the warmer off. Thank you, children. So I'll get a woo. Didn't expect that.
Oh, that's a
coming.
pleasant surprise sometimes, isn't it? Yeah, the wife, big birthday. She had a birthday weekend, and her present is for her birthday is a bidet. For the bidet.
Love it. Love it.
I think the world needs more bidets.
Well,
I
the
mean, 'cause
world has them. It's just in the US.
I know exactly. Exactly. Even it depends on which toilet you have. Yeah, you have the little things that go on top.
Haley, this bidet might be on Prime Day deal.
You know what?
Ooh, good
Are you throwing
transition.
any bidet deals? Big day deals? Wait, I was going to try and do a pun there. That did not come out how I
Big
wanted it
deal
to.
days?
Anyways,
What
let's get
bidet
into
deals?
it though. That's what let's talk about the stuff that the people really want to hear about.
All right.
What do they want to
So-
hear about?
Yeah,
Let's
what
talk
do
about
they?
Prime Day. It's coming. The dates
It's-
are out.
They're out? They've announced it?
They're in the back of Vendor.
Okay.
So
All right.
Here, let me
anybody
play-
with
let
the
me play
access
the-
to
Let me
Vendor.
play the new
See
intro
them.
music.
Oh, what is this?
Welcome to Prime Day Prep on Always Off Brand. Sour Jubilaire, Haley Brucker. There you go. There's the prep. Well, by the way, before we get into Prime Day, we have to tell the people about the new song. Don't we have to? No?
No, Scott.
Okay,
No.
okay. We have a new song that I'm real excited about it. And I was really nervous. I didn't know if I liked it, but then you guys confirmed that it's good.
It's
I
great.
think it's
listen
great.
to that.
So,
New-
Haley, what's your first tip for Prime Day prep?
Oh my gosh.
Into the microphone.
Into the microphone so the people can hear your beautiful voice.
It's my first day here. Sorry. First tip for
Wow.
Prime Day is inventory. Look, I say this to all my clients, and we need to shout it louder. It's one thing to have your demand plan for the event itself,
Yeah.
but it needs to be planned after the event too. Like if you
Right.
sell through the majority of that inventory during the tentpole event, you've got to be teed up or already on the road to have that inventory backfilled. Because what happens? You get all this momentum and traffic, some organic ranking improves. You've got top of search placements. Like you're rocking and rolling. That flywheel is going really fast. And then boom, you run out of inventory and you're screwed.
Yeah. It's
So-
the worst.
Have your inventory teed up to backfill, or, worst case scenario, get that FBM listing. So if you're 3P or drop ship direct fulfillment on Vendor, like have that ready so that you can still drop ship
Smart.
if there's a gap there. So that's my biggest thing is inventory.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's a juicy nugget. Summer, what's your number one Prime Day pro tip?
No, I do think inventory is the number one. I mean,
Yeah.
All right,
you can't participate in Prime Day if your inventory is not there.
But
Right.
it's just unpacking the inventory. It's not depending on vendor or whatever. It's the fact of getting it in time and having them absorb it in time. Now that they've moved this thing up even farther up, and I posted that it's a big mystery to most of the world.
Yeah.
That's my concern. My concern is people are like, well, when should I send it? I'm like, well, if you haven't already sent it, you might be too late.
Yeah, the boat has sailed.
Yeah.
The ship has
Possibly.
sailed.
Possibly.
Yeah, because receiving times are longer right now because everyone else is, filling their inventory, but vendor POs, they've been trickling in for the past 2-3 cycles, depending on your order cadence, but your past month's worth of POs should have reflected your Prime Day inventory.
All right. So next tip, if you haven't done so already, use Prime Day to your advantage and use it to get rid of dated inventory. Use it to get rid of things you're overstocked on. Use things to get rid of disco items.
Discontinued, for those that don't know.
Not disco.
I mean, it could be. You'd be selling disco balls.
I think just use it for you because Prime Day is for Amazon, and figure out a way to use it for you. And if it's based on like you can't do discounting because of whatever reason, well then find products you can do it on that are again overstocked. Especially in 3P, you're paying these enormous fines,
long-term storage fees.
Enormous. I understood what you meant. So that means that's
astronomical.
No, there's a word, and it's not enumerate. I don't know.
Exuberant.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I said it, and I was like, did that just really come out of my mouth?
Can I just disclaimer a couple things about what you said about discontinued or overstocked? I get this all the time over the years. Oh, well, I want to get rid of the stuff. I'm going to put it 50 off. Okay, great. And then they're pissed because it didn't sell. Well, the reason it didn't sell is because it's a shitty seller and it didn't have any conversion to it. And it didn't have any ad. It had no lead up. It wasn't a good item. So it doesn't matter if it's Prime Day or if it's 90% off. It's a shitty item. It's a shitty item.
Well, and you still have to spend that media investment or those dollars to drive traffic into that closeout item. And so your already skinny margins may be compressed even further. And, then you're really maybe taking a loss.
I don't know.
How's your finance guy going to respond to that?
Haley, I don't know if you need to be doing ads on it because I'm always shocked every year on items we don't have on deal and they are in our top 10 best sellers. Well, and they're not on deal.
Yeah, but you're running ads into the store or into your other listings.
No, but I'm talking okay, forget about the top 10. It is a ton of traffic coming to this website. I am shocked right now. I have a product I just launched. The ship window is 2 to 3 weeks because Amazon's still receiving it. I have 0 ads against it. And it has sold 250 units. And I'm like, how did people even find this thing? Because I don't have it on the store. It's you will show up and then I have discoed items last year for Prime Day that sold through and they weren't on deal. I don't know how people found these things, but they do. So people find your stuff randomly.
Interesting. Was there a blog post or a social influencer post? Was there any kind of
I'm sure there could have been
information,
something, but it wasn't. You're probably going to show up organically is my point. Yes, but you can show up. And there was an article that posted that, I have to find it, you guys. I'll find it and send it to you. And Scott can put it in the show notes. But it talked about
that's a hard no.
According to you, no one reads the show notes.
No one reads the show notes.
The click-through rate on your badging goes so much higher if you're at a minimum of 20%. Anything below that, and you see a giant drop in click-through rate.
Oh, get big time. That's why I'm like, you go big or do nothing. That's why and now go big is 30 off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The majority of my brands are going
Haley.
30
Hold
off.
on. Summer just agreed with me something. I just want to sit in that for a second.
I'm a witness.
I mean, you're just regurgitating something I've said, but go ahead.
Oh,
So I'm really disagreeing with myself.
Got it. Good.
okay.
Thank goodness. Oof. I turned around on that one.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
feeling good about myself. Now I'm not. Thanks for that. That's good.
Welcome.
Okay, so yes, inventory, but I will maybe you guys disagree with this, and it just depends on the brand. I mean, Summer Years is a seriously ginormous brand that has.
But I haven't always worked on a ginormous brand.
I know, but it's in like 1,000 doors. It's just like, anyway, but we just understanding there's different situations, but
Scott, you always say ride the wave.
wow, that was a good impression.
Why are you mocking him? That's a good thing to say.
Could you do that?
I know, but
again?
he's
That was a great
literally
impression.
saying like the only reason I'm getting these sales is because I'm a big brand. And meanwhile, Scott, who works on multiple medium to small size brands, just tells his brands to ride the wave. So you're sitting there saying my opinion on this is wrong.
Could you do the rest of the show as me? Because that would be fantastic.
Give me your best Scott impression.
Yeah. Ride the wave. The funniest thing about that impression is you sound eerily like the woman I'm related to by marriage when she does an impression of me.
She's beautiful and brilliant. I would love that comparison all day long. I will take it.
Oh my gosh. All right. So let's get this train back on the tracks here just a second. We're talking about inventory. We're talking about the closeout strategy. Can we touch a little bit on the closeout strategy? Because I've had a couple brands come to me recently with this overarching strategy in mind for the tentpole event. So, okay, cool. We're coming up on Prime Day. We've got this list of closeout items. My advice is always, hey, we're not going to build a new listing for something that you're trying to close out from, I don't know, your D2C or a wholesale channel that didn't work. Like that's not a wise strategy. Do you guys agree with that? Or would you say that creating a new listing to have that offering?
Hell
It's
yeah,
funny-
create a new listing.
What?
Ride the wave.
Right, but you don't have any organic placements.
So what?
Okay,
But
but
then
hold
how
on.
are you going to have visibility to it?
You know what'll happen if you don't list it? You know what'll happen?
Yeah, I'm
Zero
waiting.
sales will happen.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
Zero.
hold on. I was gonna say, Haley, exactly. I was leading. I was gonna ask you guys. I have never been successful through many different efforts to make Amazon a liquidation or closeout platform. That could be a personal problem on me.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. In fact, I've worked with a brand who had that overall strategy for Amazon, and it was just not working. Okay, so we have differing opinions. So Summer, you're thinking that it's cool if you create a new listing
Yeah.
and it'll just kind of ride the wave, dude, of your other listings.
Yeah. And if you want to, I mean, if you're going to be doing sponsored brand ads, which we should
Yeah.
talk about what that changed, that's
Mhm.
annoying. But if you're doing sponsored brand ads, you have 3 spots to put products in. Throw it in one of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're already going to be doing it.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I know.
What if it has no reviews?
So
Okay. I love this conversation because
people
it's
buy
something that
people buy shit for no reason
They
all
do.
the time. And especially during Prime Day, especially if your product is inexpensive and isn't easy to like throw it in the basket. Like if the average person's spending what, like $66, $70 on Prime Day. And I think like a giant amount of percentage of Americans spend over 100. It's an easy ad, especially we haven't talked about. It's like it's 4 days again.
Yeah, it is.
And what I saw last year was the
Mhm.
first day, pretty good. 2, 3, and 4, meh.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's. It was already heard chatter about that. Yes, it's like 4 days just so Amazon can make more advertising dollars. That's basically it.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's exactly what it is. Okay. Last question on my closeout new listing. No reviews, no organic traction. Okay, cool. We're going to throw it into a sponsored brand ad and slap it up there.
Or if it has no reviews, are you able to tie it to another variant that has reviews?
Great.
Yeah, that's again. I was
Great
gonna
point.
push back
They
on
have
that. Summer.
stopped aggregating most reviews in
Yeah.
most categories.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I love that idea, but I'm not sure it would apply to all categories.
Totally.
What if it's only FBM?
That's
What if
fine.
you don't?
Prime Day?
Yeah. I'd love to know what percentage of people filter out on Prime Day, or if they just don't care. They're so enamored by the event.
I don't
According to
think most.
Summer, it says it doesn't matter. Just throw it up and let it fly.
Let her rip.
I mean, set expectations. Yeah. So if you're on the agency side and they're like, what's the forecast going to be? That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But if you're on the brand side, like there's no harm in putting up a new listing. Now, should you spend a ton of time like getting new creative and setting up new campaigns? I don't know if that's worth your time.
Fair.
Because what you should be doing is, what do you want to win on for Prime Day, and focus on that. This other stuff, like, it's just a cherry on top. If I get a sale, lovely.
Yeah.
It's also, let's be real, Prime Day is a fantastic time to launch new products.
Right.
That gives your product a giant boost. Whenever we have launched products like a month before Prime Day, then Prime Day goes, the way we're able to benchmark so much faster, higher levels every week versus if we launch during a non-promotional period, it's night and day. Like, it is a big difference.
Yeah, that's a great point. I love that. That's a pro tip right there.
That is a pro tip. We need to next year plan to do this episode earlier, because I hope there's enough time to do that, to launch new stuff by the time this comes out next week.
Yeah, if you're on vendor, you're kind of out of time.
Yeah. Even seller, you're
okay. All this is still relevant for Prime Big Deal Days.
I mean, you can launch an FBM listing in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. You know, it's
and I don't think
it's not totally off the table.
Most consumers are not paying attention to how soon, if something's a Prime shipping or not. They're just not trained to do that.
I wanted to ask though, do we have any data on the amount of shopper or the percentage of shoppers that actually use that Prime filter during the event? Like, have you read anything or?
I've never read anything about it. I feel like it just helps you win the buy box, and it helps you show up organic. Like, it's from a flywheel. It helps boost the flywheel to be a Prime shipping.
There's a lot of data that a Prime offer versus an FBM or a fulfilled by merchant or a drop ship, right? Non-Prime eligible item. It's like minimum 1.5x sales, up to 3x of sales.
For sure.
Especially as I think there's just some logistical challenges going on as far as it's slow getting in, and it depends on the categories and what have you, and the demand, right? If I have a hot item that is just cranking, let me just tell everybody out there, your shit's getting in.
Oh, yeah.
The system is completely dependent on the demand. And if you are converting and your velocity is massive, it's a miracle your shit gets in and is available.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So
yeah,
that's good for you. Shout out you. Way to go.
All right, Scott, what do you think is your most? Did we finish Summer's topic before we move on to Scott's favorite thing?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Summer, anything else you want to add?
I'm good. I'm sure I'll add to yours.
No, I
He's
don't
just going to regurgitate what you would have said anyways.
I don't have any big tip other than either go all out, go 30 off or more on I like the existing one. If you're going to do a new one, you got to add it to the parent. You got to put it on you got to create, to me, more and more Amazon. I've talked about the real estate. It's these major parents are these big product detail pages that have all your different variations and teenagers and child and all that.
Yeah.
To me, those are more like franchises. Those are more and more like franchises because, again, we'll take a break and we'll talk about advertising, which is the key to all of this, in my opinion, because the ability now to drive as much highly likely converting traffic to that franchise is becoming more and more important, especially as mobile just continues to drive traffic and conversion. That's my big thing. PDPs, baby, build your franchise.
Yeah. And I think the store is a really big supporter of that franchise as well, because they can see the entire assortment.
Yeah.
I have seen higher conversion rates in the brand stores lately than I have anywhere else.
Okay,
They're staying on that page. So,
as my friend Lauren Levac Gilbert says, can we double click on that? So, what is going on in stores? And you can get insights on the stores, but unless we are driving specific traffic to that store and we've set the store up for a really kind of like a website, like a landing page, I'm not seeing the amount of traction. And then again, to me, it's a cost benefit. But do you guys think on mobile, more and more people are going to Amazon stores?
I think so. Well, my answer would be yes, because I've seen the data. So we're running more and more sponsored brand ads driving into those stores.
There you go.
Yeah. So we're running the ads driving into the store, but from there, the conversion rate is high. Our sessions are high. Like people are coming into that store, they're staying for a longer period of time, and they're converting because they don't have to hop around from different PDPs and then get influenced by other ads that are on those PDPs, or they get distracted by a display ad on the side. So there's just a lot less noise, and you can just keep them there, and they're, I don't know, so much higher conversion rates. I just can't shout it loud enough. It's been a very big shift in metrics lately for me, because sponsored products usually, right, they own the highest conversion rates, and not lately, for me at least.
I also like sponsored brand because you get data. So you get like the new to brand metrics. And I think if you're a consumable product, that's so important. I don't know how important it is if you're a mattress company or a vacuum cleaner. Like, not sure. Like you're trying to go for new to brand.
Hard goods and devices that I'm using sponsored brands for, and it's working.
No, I meant the metric. I'm not saying that.
Right.
That's what
you're not going to have a big long lifetime value on a vacuum cleaner, because how often do you buy a vacuum cleaner? You're right. Yeah.
Well, at this house, at your house, I mean, do you have like a vacuum, like a 17 robots? Do you have Roombas running around? I mean,
I have a Roomba and I have a regular like push vacuum.
Yeah, but you don't even have a dog. You don't have any animal, Summer. I'm talking about Haley, who has 6 dogs and everything else. Like,
that was a group question.
I could literally attach our vacuum to my ass and never keep up with the amount of hair.
My Roomba, or I have a Shark version of the Roomba.
Yeah.
It runs every day.
Yeah, it's got to.
It sits under my desk now, which I hate. But yeah.
All right. Let's take a quick break. But I want to talk advertising with you guys, because that is actually what's driving everything, is unfortunately. I mean, most of it. If you got the ad game going, you teased a little bit. What's different about sponsored brands, Summer?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Okay,
as we come back.
Hi, I'm Lisa Copeland, and I am VP and GM of AI Enterprise Solution at RapidCanvas.ai, and you are listening to Always Off Brand.
Welcome back to the Bickermans. Summer and I, we have a bet going.
Oh,
we just made a bet.
We sure did.
I feel good about my bet.
I'm in the middle of it. What do I get out of it? I mean, you're betting on me.
You get a happy client.
Yeah.
Is that a good?
I mean, I can make my client happy no matter what.
I'm just saying, I might be getting a lot of new clothes.
hey, that's so. Why don't you say the bet without? I don't know if you want to say.
All right, so
you can say the client. I don't think they care, or I don't know. Maybe
there is a clothing brand who wants to list a little over, let's just say like 250 new products, and clothing gets exponential with size and color. So take it for what it's worth, but they want to launch it and only go 15% off for Prime Day. And so Scott and Summer just bet on the sell-through rate for those new listings that we're going to launch. So we'll see what comes.
And how soon are you going to get these things up?
Well, I mean, I have to do it today to start the, like,
we're good.
I got to run the sheet today to get it bulk uploaded and then
All right.
So Summer bet that they would sell 15% of the total.
Summer says there's going to be a 15% sell through. Scott says there's going to be a 5% sell through. And there's drinks on the line, and I'm not invited.
You are invited.
Come on out.
You're 100% invited. It's up to you to get your butt out here.
Okay, advertising.
So the thing
walk
that
through the
Sponsored
booth.
Brand did is one, new ASINs, you can't put up lifestyle creative. So I don't know if
Wait,
you've
what?
noticed, like you can't put up an image. You can't do your own image. Go do a search on Amazon. 90% of the SB campaigns now have no image with them. It has a copy and then the product.
Yep.
And I hate it.
Yeah,
And
I
if
hate
you
that too.
if you want to have an image, you can pay Amazon a fortune to have the right to have branded keyword image results.
Hold on.
Holding.
I'm processing that. Can you repeat that?
New items, you cannot upload a sponsored brand image unless you have gotten into the program with Amazon where you pay them a fortune and then you can have a sponsored brand image only on branded keywords. So non-branded, competitive, conquest. They just changed this.
I did not know that. That's why I asked you to repeat it because I had to process it for a second. That's okay. New information.
It's stupid. Scott, share your screen. Do some searches.
What do you want me to search?
I don't know. What am I drinking out of? Yeti.
Yeah, but how do you know if it's new?
Even
You know what I'm saying?
non-new ones are not showing images with them anymore.
Okay, what do you want me to search?
Well, I'm doing Yeti water bottle. Yep, didn't show an image.
And Yeti is a huge brand.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see.
Okay, well, now you got this random dude.
Sport Tumbler has an image.
Yeah,
got
Sport
an image.
Tumblr has an image. So what are you talking
Yeti doesn't.
about?
Let me show you my screen.
Scroll down. There could be a sponsored
That's
brand
actually
placement
amazing.
after the-
Yeti needs to. They got
That's weird because it shows up on mine.
squeezed
Well,
down.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep scrolling.
There should be
Is
another
there
sponsored brand
sponsored
somewhere.
brand
in the
videos?
search.
What's my sponsored brand
You can
video?
do SPVs.
There's one.
There you go.
That's
That's
the
an
video.
SPV. Okay, now stop sharing your screen. I'm gonna share
Dude,
mine.
Listener,
I'm
do
gonna
you
share
hear
mine
this?
so you can
You
just
hear
see what
how
it is.
this is again just such a. She bosses me around.
Please.
I love
What
you
do you want?
guys. This
What
is
do you want me to
great.
say?
God,
See it?
No.
hold on. There it is.
Just
Oh,
as
so
their
Yeti doesn't
logo?
have an image.
Yeah, just
Not
the
Yeti. I
tiles.
mean, it's just tiles. I'll give
And
you
Yeti is a
another one.
category leader. What about Vitamix? Because I always look at theirs as kind of a source of truth
Nope.
for
No image.
testing and
See, no image.
Yeah, they have four
it
tiles.
free?
there.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've
it's
seen
like
that you
a
can start.
it's a scroll.
Yeah, there's scroll options now. That was released a little while ago.
Okay, so what does this mean for Prime Day? I mean, this is an overall big thing. I agree with you 1,000%. I've been saying the real estate game forever because especially it's on your phone. The phone just is so much. It's remember the mobile optimization. Oh, we have to be mobile. I mean, now it's just like adaptive, but God, the phone experience is so much different than the desktop to me.
How is it adaptive? Because we still have to, within the store builder, you still have to upload in the A+, the mobile and desktop sizes.
I know. I'm just saying it's I don't know, like, because everything else you don't have to do that is still available on mobile. But I like the user. I like the navigation better on mobile. Almost all the time. But that's why I'm curious about the Amazon stores or the brand stores, is because I don't get there unless I really I hit the blue hyperlink or the A+ and all that shit. I never get down that far. I'm swiping right.
I do think consumers don't know how to get to the brand store. But what you can do is send off Amazon traffic to your brand store.
Yes.
Golden juicy nugget summer. How would you do that?
There's lots of ways, but
Give me a D.
Honestly, during
me a
Prime Day.
Hey.
Wait, what did you say? Give me
We
a what?
just heard DSP.
Oh, I wasn't talking DSP.
Oh, tell us
Whoa.
then. Tell the listeners how they can.
I was talking Meta. I was talking TikTok. I was talking
Yes.
I'm forgetting the other social. Google.
Facebook?
During
Or I guess that's Meta.
Meta.
Yeah.
During Prime Day, you should be sending all of your 1P customers an email letting them know you're having a deal on Prime Day and to go shop on Amazon. And you drive them to a brand store page that is only your deals. Don't send them to your homepage. Don't send them to some weird sub page. Just send them to the deals page that has a widget that lets them add to cart really quickly.
Yep. So that means the call to action, that buy box click at the top. They don't need to see a pretty video. They don't need to see your beautiful lifestyle images. Just a call to act, like right there.
I mean, you can do Reddit, Pinterest. All of these have ad platforms that you can drive to your page. It's really interesting because people are so protective of driving to .com versus driving to Amazon. Let it go for Prime Day. Just let it go for Prime Day. I'm not saying all year long you need to be driving to Amazon. During Prime Day, drive some traffic there.
Yeah. And you know what the algorithm likes on Amazon?
External traffic.
Loves it.
Supposedly.
It's madly in love with external traffic. That's highly converting.
It has to convert.
Yeah, it does have to convert.
So your ad has to let the consumer know you're driving them to Amazon, because nothing's worse than when you click on an ad, you're like, where the hell did this thing take me? Why am I suddenly on Amazon?
So
all right,
if I'm going 30 off. Okay.
30 off.
I'm going big time. Okay. What do I do? My average? I mean, it's every year we have the postmortem about who did well on Prime Day. And again, Captain Obvious here. It's the ones who spend their brains out and also discount their brains out.
Well, it's not a margin building. It's not a profitable event. It's an audience building event. It's a marketing expense, as my friend Summer would say. Okay. I'm
just going to let that go because I've argued for 6 years with you.
I know. Profit is king. Isn't that what you always say?
Profit's undefeated, just like gravity, just like
well, gravity's a bitch if you're a 40-year-old woman. But anyways, profit
doesn't mean shit though if you're not growing.
I'm shrinking.
I think you're talking about two different.
That's why I just said gravity's a bitch. You know, things start to droop and I'm starting to shrink, and it's like this whole thing.
Great.
I'm like maybe 5'2" now. I just got measured at my annual doctor's appointment and I had shrank a half inch.
How's your eyes?
Fine. Great.
Well, there you go. You're living life.
Okay. I want to talk about ramping up your paid media investments going into the event. So I always like to say, ramp up slowly because the keywords are more affordable. Your cost per clicks, your CPCs are a little lower going into the event. So grab them now, get your organic placements up, like work up your BSRs, your best selling rank, your organic rank, like boost them up leading up into the event. And then it's a more affordable placement during the event. Summer, you're the ad specialist here. What do you do? Like, do you like that idea? Would you do it?
Great advice. No, it's absolutely great. Where I kind of get like, I call it like my Scotty O mode. Is our CPCs truly cheaper? Because like we've said that for years, and people at agencies have been doing this for years. And I'm like, and I do think so, at least compared to the day of. I mean, compared to during Prime Day, yes, they're much cheaper. And I do know like a couple years ago, we had this campaign to like post Prime Day because everyone's running out of money, right? Some people are out of money to spend a lot. 2 years ago, it didn't do anything. And we overspent post Prime Day, and it was not worth it.
You just made an interesting point, Summer.
Tell me, I don't remember what I said.
Well, no, you just made me think about something. So this Prime Day is at the end of the month. It's never really been at the end of the month. And when you're talking about media and ad spend, right? We usually the first 2 weeks of the month, we're going crazy and we're going to want to lead up. But man, the well starts getting dry. People start getting nervous at the end of the month. And that's when you're going to have to boost.
Yeah. Right. Well, and that's when it's really important to pace out. I just built out a calendar for pacing. Now, if you've got a big tool like PackView, there's something like this built in. Not all of us have PackView or Sky or any of those big names, but you can pace it out and allocate, like let's start with 1% of your
Right.
budget for the
Yeah.
first week. And then we're going to feed it in. And then by Prime Day, you've got, that pace so you can spend 15% of your monthly budget during that event.
Yeah. Well, to Scott's point, though, I think this Prime Day, it's tough because not only is it end of month, it's end of first half.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is why Amazon is doing this.
I was on
You
that.
get
but
brand new. You might get brand new budgets in July. Yeah, I don't. Go ahead, Scott.
I've changed my mind on that. I just responded to this guy about that. I don't think this has anything to do with financial incentives, to be honest. I don't know why. Because again, when did they give a shit about that before? They've never given a shit about that. I think that's an easy answer. I'm not saying it's not true, but I just don't. They're spending $8 billion. They're growing at 24% or whatever. Blah blah blah. Let's get back to Prime Day. Is it time for Scotty O's annual traditional rant?
Let's do it.
I'm seated.
Now you're listening or watching on the YouTube. We're at Always Off Brand. 3 people I believe this is true. The 3 of us in various capacities, we've been to every single Prime Day since day 1 in 2015.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So this is a ship ton, as they say, of experience. Here's my deal with ads. Here's my deal with your page. Here's my deal with all your assets and all your PDPs and all your content. Don't do anything. Don't
There it
do
is.
anything. Don't change it. Don't screw with it. We go into this thing and, I want to test this ad. I want to test that ad. Stop it. No, you're just tricking the machine. The machine doesn't like change when you're leading up to such tentpole events. Afterwards, then you have this whole period before we get into Q4 where I make the same rant, but that's what people drive me crazy. Gondolas, to steal from Matt Bredbrucker. The machine likes steady, the same thing. It wants to churn on that. These machines are getting smarter and smarter. I hate to admit it, but they're getting really, really freaking smart. So let them do their thing and build that up. Same thing, your content, whatever. And the last thing is if that we're dealing with all over the thing is because Anthropics and Claude is so deep into the Amazon like walls, Claude, who I believe is the villain here, as far as all of a sudden I wake up and my PDP is completely trashed and variants, and I got orphan children all over the wild.
Not the children.
Jesus, Claude, you're a bitch. Stop it. There you go. we'll wait till Q4 for my next rant.
Oh, you've got some beef with Andrew, and now you've got beef with Claude.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, you wake up and just like, what? We just like, that doesn't look anything like it's supposed to look. Like it drives me nuts.
Yeah. I mean, we just woke up the other day and one of our top selling SKUs no longer shows up organically. It's being suppressed.
Yeah,
Ads, I can put an ad on it all day long. Organically, can't find it.
No, we're having parentage, child, teenage things. Like it's crazy. It's there's havoc.
Well, they're changing a lot of that. And I think the problem is they don't even know how it's changing internally at Amazon. So they're just like kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall and we have to figure it out. But isn't that what we've been doing for forever as Amazon experts? I don't know.
We got to do a quick news because it's a great story.
Yeah, let's do the news.
I didn't realize the time. I have so much fun with you people. Time just like flies by.
Hi, I'm Kayla Schwartz, the Director of Consumer Insights and Strategy at Salesforce, and you're listening to Always Off Brand.
Well, that's all been fun and games, but it's that time, the time America has been waiting for. It's time for the news.
All right. Well, if you've been living under a rock, let me tell you, Rufus, he's moved out. Rufus is no longer on Amazon. He's, maybe he's in the doghouse. I'm not sure. Moved in, Alexa for shopping. So we've all been reading articles. We've all been talking about AI and how it's going to change our shopping experience, blah, blah, blah. We all know this. We've been talking about it for a long time. But what's really interesting is just this week, Amazon announced that they are going to start creating personas for shoppers. And they've kind of started this. They understand, like, you can put your size, like I'm 5'2" and I wear a size 4, like whatever, like they know all of that within my shopping history, within my profile or whatever. But now it's going to be smart, so they say. And I'm using my air quotes for those of you who aren't watching the YouTube channel. It's going to be smart. So they're going to say, okay, cool. Well, she has dogs. She has chickens. She has fish tanks and iPhones and a teenager. And they're going to start tailoring my search results and my advertisements to my shoppers. Now, we've been able to target categories and, we've been able to target that for a while within ads, but I think it's going to get even more complicated to show to a new customer as an advertiser. So there's a couple different layers to this, but let's talk about it. Like, Summer, what do you think, Scott? How is this going to change how we show up?
It's going to change all of it. It's going to be harder to reach new to brand customers because I go in there and I'm playing around in this tool and I'm like, it says like, show me like a treat myself or something. That's like one of the posts. It'll not post. What's it called?
Like prompts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it like shows me all these different vitamins and I'm like, it shows me 3. And it's like, based on you being a CeraVe consumer, you like, organic, you like, it's making all these assumptions.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God, my product's not even showing up in here. And I purchased my product. And I'm like, how do I make sure Alexa Shopping, let me mute her really quick, picks my product? And it's really, I think Amazon doesn't know either. So you have to take what you've learned from your D2C and apply that to your PDPs. And you can't do it all at once. You're going to have to pick your top 10 and focus on those and get the right keywords into your PDP and in your brand store. And I think that's the that's the first step you need to take to try to be included in this thing.
Yeah, it's wild. And as a shopper, I've played around with it too over the past week or so. And I've had similar experiences where it's not serving me anything close to what I want.
Oh.
Like it knows that I buy, like I have Purina Pro Plan dog food on auto ship.
Yeah.
And it knows that. But it's like serving me all of these different dog food brands that are grain-free and all, like, I don't need all of that. That's not what I like.
Right. I had it serve me an item from my products that's been out of stock for 7 months.
Classic.
And I sent it to our I sent it to our retail team. And I was like, hey, I don't know if you could share this with somebody internally, but like it's suggesting products that are out of stock, not just out of stock for a day, like been out of stock for a long time.
Yeah. I think it's frustrating that we don't know, but I also think it gives us opportunities to learn as it changes.
Yeah.
Scott, are you making any tweaks to your ads, to your PDPs? Like, I know you don't like to change your PDPs, but like, I think we kind of need to, right?
We're conscious of it. We're checking it with all the third-party tools and brand analytics, which actually have expounded. Like we have more stuff in brand analytics now than we've ever had. My whole point about all of this, I'm not jumping and going to go in and completely wholesale change all of my keywords and everything.
Well, of course you're not.
The system, I want to see when it hits mass capacity and consumption, how people are actually shopping this way and using conversational text and context about it.
I don't think you need to change your campaigns.
No.
I think you just need to update your PDPs to be more AI optimized.
I'm doing it very slowly and very methodically because my position on this is the machine is the machine. There's not somebody back there with a big lever saying, boom, switch the lever. And now you won't show up organically and you won't high index on your unless you're contextual LLM, generative conversational keywords. I don't believe that. I think we're going to do that and it's slowly going to happen. But I just don't think the world is shopping like that yet.
I just think
We gotta
it's.
go.
Oh yeah, we do.
No.
All right. Well,
I
that's
just got
all.
this
It's
text.
all been fun. Let's wrap it up. We have jobs.
Hi, I'm Adilsa, founder of Bueno & Co., and you're listening to Always Off Brand.
Okay, Summer, wrap it up. We got a really quick wrap up because we all have to go.
I love you, people, because people matter. And you are listening to Always.
Brand.
Please like, please subscribe, please share.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Toodaloo.
Hey there, this is Haley from Quickfire, and they want me to read this so you know what this podcast is part of and how to find out more if you want. Always Off Brand is a production of Quickfire LLC and a part of the Learn and Laugh series on the Quickfire Podcast Network. For more information, go to quickfirenow.com. Have a good one, and thanks for listening.